solo initiator breach.
I think I like
But
the mind
a lot
games
trap
of
plays can be
we're
set
one
up.
away from this. Like I think planning ahead wise, it's the ults are important to see.
A passive A hold here from G2. And MiBR trying to see if there's any early aggression. Maybe
Have I
with
been
that
counting
fault line.
pistols? It's 2-2.
Trying to not
I
get
think they got a
caught
pistol on each, right?
It's
Maybe
still
I'm fully
online.
wrong. No, it's sorry,
Just
only
being
1-1.
shown
It's
here.
like 1-1,
Besides
right?
these smokes, these lurk smokes.
Got ahead of myself on this one.
Spam the tag, the fault line comes out. Swing not following. There's no way for them to follow up behind it.
Satchel kill.
Dude, he
Also,
got
I
so
saw
much
you
util
saw
dumped on him.
It's been a while.
Lovely
but
smoke for them to creep round.
JZZ falls, RT 6 HP. They haven't been able
That's
to control the site.
insane.
Jonah P
8
was there for a
HP.
long time.
6 HP, sorry.
How many exchanges are
I'm
we
guessing
gonna
the
see
future, yeah.
within these smokes that go
Or
the way
not,
of
probably
MiBR?
not. No, me.
The paranoia hits both, and it's just enough to cause a delay. Another tap, another threat. Artsy up close. 6 HP, and he still gets away with one.
Mate, I'm surprised he got the first kill on 6
Trent from up
HP.
top, dropping one.
The 2v4 though.
2v2, Valen patient with it, finding the right time to strike. He's just so calculated in everything he does. RGL has to do it on his own. Trent's weak. Takes a sidestep. No stars.
Yeah, and Trent's like he's an Astra, right? So he probably has a star.
That's so bold from
Nicely
Trent.
done.
And RGL with the
They got it
Red Bull clutch
close.
again.
Art's in again
And
though.
it
The
just
fact that
comes
he
down
managed to get
these
this kill on
weird,
site, he had pretty good timing with the smoke.
engages. Between these two teams, like Jonah P in such a good spot in that smoke. Honestly, the entire setup for G2 was great. Fault line from elbow hit like two,
Like the
three
idea from
people,
Trent. His additional run away and then
allowing
instant
Leaf
jump
to get a
back. Yeah.
satchel kill onto JZZ.
One enemy remaining.
But MiBR,
He named himself after Ola.
RGL, the clutch
I don't know.
meister.
I think we are though.
Closing it
I think
out.
we are at that
He
age.
has reinvented himself
It would make
in
sense.
this tournament. He's looked so good.
And that's the benefit of running the Astra on this map. You could be lurking on this B side of the map. You could be lurking up mid. In that case, he's just an A main.
MiBR fast here. G2 not investing.
Yes, he has in YOLO. Damn.
And it's all just to raise a ruckus. And then flip the map, potentially, or at least cut some noise. Wisely, too. You take a look at the minimap, all of G2 is here.
And
Yeah,
look,
and
look at RGL.
RGL's walking in, spots
is
the
what I'm
camera,
talking
has
about
to
when
go
it comes
back
to
round,
Astra.
but
You're gonna
does
see a
he
lot of this.
decide
Astra
to carry
towards
on going
B.
forwards?
Viper towards A.
Yes, he
Allowing
does.
these lurk
He
timings,
is
and all he has
not
is
a
a ghost.
believer that
He
anyone is
doesn't
here,
care
and
if
he's
he dies.
fully right.
Well, it's interesting, too, is the cam tagged
And he is
him.
allowed to
It's
make the
fine. I mean,
risks
he was able to
because he's
clear
the
it out,
person
but I
with the
guess
ghost. So
He sniffed it out.
G2 convinced that he is just the lurker and not really concerned about the fact that that's where the hit could be headed. They're gambling. And you kind of have to in situations like this, but unfortunately for G2, they're gambling incorrectly.
safe plant.
And as this retake is going to come through, I just want to point out how smart of an anti-eco this was from MiBR. They take that A ramps control with a lot of utility early on.
I imagine
Bait
this
that
guy
Viper
starts
wall up,
hunting.
not pushing past it so they don't get punished. They don't want to hit a stack, right? At the same time, you have RGL holding their back from mid in the beginning of the round, then going back to B main, clearing out the entire site because he's not scared to lose a ghost. If he had died but found out there was a stack, they commit to the A site.
Oh, there's a lot on the other side of that wall.
You would have loved a bit more. And they all kind of have those guns where, apart from this guy, where you're like, well, you
JCC's
can
here. That fault line was
kind
set
of
up.
hunt for this a little bit. RGL especially can get involved.
I mean, G2 seemed like they're
What the?
considering so much of this. They were absolutely
He killed the guy
right
at
on
the back.
read. They'll die to the spike.
That's nice.
But you even saw
One gun
when
into this
JZZ
guy
was
can buy a
pushing
rifle,
into
and
stairs
then this guy
spawn,
probably gets a
Jonah P
gun
was
dropped or something in terms of
waiting
Yeah.
with the
ghost.
fault line in hand. They knew what they were going to try to do.
Yeah. G2 did want to just die to spike there, holding the pushes in case any orbs were trying to be gathered. And honestly, that was 3 kills
Yeah, with
for
a gun.
RGL. So only losing 1 investment into that round was MiBR. Like already clean fundamental gameplay using RGL as honestly a skydog in that scenario, sniffing out the setup of G2.
Smoke goes in, bit of fake pressure,
Very slow play.
and then
again
they even
across
have
board.
the smoke
This time a different type of look.
to pop up and then use the dog.
Mazin
So
showing
they're trying to create a lot of pressure over
towards that
towards
B
B
side of the map.
and middle
Playing
with
mind
one
games with
person.
G2 right
They
now,
do that,
making
and
them
that'll
think
definitely
that
keep 3
the
people
default
here.
towards the B
Means they
side
can
of
hit
the
over
map,
towards
and
the
that allows
site.
to come through.
The lovely,
Early in these rounds,
the
you
lovely
often
trades,
find
really.
team's just kind of pushing. They have to find out where these trips are.
I like this idea into this
There it
bonus. I
goes.
think this is good.
Alright, team dashing
RGL, if he
forward
gets a
instantly,
kill,
getting
gets
spammed,
Astra
but the
ult.
trade comes
He
through.
has stars, so he can definitely...
Net would have loved to just get one.
Their
there and get
afterplant's
out.
good. Do we have
Such a
lineups
fast
for
trade
this?
from MiBR. Now the classic outpost.
Wait,
plan.
this
I
guy just has to
wonder
wait for
if
stun or
FRZ has
flash and he
molly
can
lineups
nade.
for this.
I don't know. Jonah P has a fault line though.
Oh, okay.
They're all going from spawn, Doug.
What a timing.
But it's Planet for Heaven.
There it is. The reposition.
Oh,
from
man.
JZZ.
Yeah, and then they just
Keeps
take
him back
spawn and then they
drops to
change places. They go to
disaster.
heaven. We have
I mean, Spike
Astra
has been
suck
going
and
for a
there's two
long
people
time
at
as well.
top. Like, this is done.
Trent and Jonah P. The dynamic duo trying to bring this round back. The suck at their feet. No real room to go. And it's a bonus for
And
MiBR.
this guy?
It's all
Little
falling
gun
apart for
upgrade.
G2 right now, Doug.
Spike
They're getting
takes down one.
completely
Okay.
outplayed.
That
Just
was a
not even
really
close in these
nice.
rounds so far.
That was a really nice
And I
second
know
round.
it's the first
It's
three
like a
rounds,
little
but
bit
that
risky,
round
but
is
it's
so
actually
important.
not
Your
too.
first gun
Like
round.
you're kind of just hedging your bets with it.
It feels so bad losing this, and no heaven control at all from G2. I don't think they were aware that it was planted for heaven. Even if they had cleanly gotten onto site, having to deal with Viper mollies, the Astra suck, all these things to delay the defusal of the bomb. It's so hard.
They've put the outlet in RGL's hands. Not in Artzine's or anything like that. No.
I feel like we've only seen like one player so far in the league actually use this gun to its full potential, and that has been Aspas. I think it's such an underrated gun. I'm surprised we don't see it more often.
Yeah, so am I. Oh,
Artzine
So
aggressively.
aggressive.
And how do you deal with that?
Wait,
You have
one
your
more on
jet up
site.
high, the raise down low. That's where you see the power and the strength of this double
we're
duelist
kind of
comp.
farming on this one.
Schmeeks,
Like really farming. We're getting
sending it
orbs. We're
onto
throwing.
anybody that's in sight.
We're
I'm
throwing
really
the spike
proud of
over to
you
the
for
person that
going
got the
through
orb, but now one
4
away
casts
from
without
Sky
using
ult. So we're gonna have a big
You
buy
made it
round
way
next, and
longer
then
than I thought.
potentially gonna have a Sky ult, Astra ult, and
See
this
late
guy's gonna
lurk
get
from
2 more.
G2 spotted.
Oh,
It's a sheriff in the hands of Jonah P, and then a stinger for Valen.
And MiBR just looking
Enemy remaining.
unstoppable right now.
God.
There's
Okay, well this guy's farming up.
Valhalla.
He already had his ult though, so maybe someone else could have got them,
Dropping
but
to a flawless round for MiBR.
At least they keep
Financially,
it,
just continues
real
to get
clean.
better.
Yeah. And we have 2 people on light armor, Doug. This Outlaw could get crazy value into this round if he takes the right fights.
Dude, what do you do there if you're Trent? If you're, I mean, Valen, if you're just standing there and again, jet up top, raise down low, satcheling, you're just kind of like, well, I'm dead.
I mean, they need to do what they do to me when I play against them.
And he
Tap me in
upgrades.
the head when I land on him, Doug.
yeah, he wants to keep it
Alright.
going. The Astra op, 9-1.
Double op here.
Gets out the,
Leaf has one.
Gets out the
RGL is
real op.
upgraded.
JZZ and
That's not something you
Mazin,
see
both
every day.
1 away.
I
Leaf
mean,
has
they
his ult
have a
and
ton
an
of
op.
money,
Viputo
so
goes
they
up
can
over
do
towards
something
A.
like that. It's not a huge deal to drop the outlaw and to buy the op because you still have
And they
FRZ
take
with
mid control in 20 in the
8,400
first 20 seconds
JZZ and RT have a
against
ton
this
as well.
comp. That's hard to do.
Money trees really are the perfect place for shade.
Yeah, I think they were definitely
A lot of
expecting
space
more
in this vent area.
resistance here.
And now look, Doug, you see both extremities starting to creep up. Viper on one side, Astra on the other side. After they cut noise in mid, trying to choke out the defense of G2.
Wow.
Whoa.
And that's such a
And that's
huge
the op.
1v1 to win. That should make G2 lean
Oh.
towards A. And if it
Bro,
didn't before,
guys,
now it
just go
does.
back.
Surely.
Guys, don't go B. Just go back. He's literally got the whole of sight.
The surge and
Dog
scalpel
goes
with
in.
his MiBR
We still go into the
continues
stack.
to dissect the defenses of
Oh,
G2.
no.
It's not a map thing. They're doing it here as well.
30 seconds left.
They do have some of this utility though. Again, both duelists dashing forward, trying to take space,
Down.
and Trent does not let him
Guys.
past.
Player standing.
Seekers to secure this
Gonna
one.
have to pull off a 1v2.
Definitely could have been
Seekers in his
cleaner.
face. Doesn't
Still
have the
not
spike,
done.
but he's going
15
aggressive. He has
seconds.
a teammate.
I got the
Both
spike.
only 13 seconds left.
Wait, where
Perhaps
is this
feeling
guy?
some of the pressure, feeling the
10
time dwindle away, and Trent
Oh
getting it to
my.
Wow. But that's all it'll be.
Got
And
close.
you know what? Props for G2 on this round because
That's a nice round from FRZ.
single-handedly dismantled the entire defense and not budging. They understood. Okay, we're down 3v5. They're probably expecting us to rotate onto A now. Let's just hold our ground. Worst case scenario, we save.
Yeah.
They had a chance to actually bring this back. It was so close.
Restam 10 segundos.
But FRZ just on another level with that extremity lurk. taking out the main duelist of G2. That's dangerous. Look at RGL sitting at 9-2. Still has the hop in hand. What is going on? If you're Josh right now, you can't help but feel like, what is going on right now? It's all falling apart. It's not even strategy. It's coming down to just the raw aim, maybe nerves, pressure being felt from the likes of G2.
I do think they're currently sitting amidst an abundance of questions and a terrible lack of answers. MiBR up 5, and the snowball can be traced all the way back to Sunset.
Yeah.
That thing started a long time ago, and it's a bloody avalanche now.
There's a lot of G2 fans in the crowd, and I'm sure your team needs your help right now. You guys have to hype them up if you want any type of chance of them winning this, because it looks grim right now.
Perhaps on the other side of this timeout, they'll be given a chance to cheer, a reason to cheer.
Do have a lot of ults online. There could be a potential thrifty in the works, and it's all going to be started in this main area of the map. But if you look at MiBR, it seems like they just keep on making
G2 talk about how they got mid control for free, and then this guy goes straight over to ramp, and they're making so much pressure here.
Find out no one's on A here.
Yeah, there's a ton of indication here
it's
too
so
with this
good
toxic
right
divide.
now.
You don't really know where the hit is.
3-person
It could
push
be
down
for B, it
middle
could
though.
be for A. But one benefit for G2 is they have a ton of space
Yeah,
mid.
and they're not believing,
quiet,
especially with this
Mazine won't
trip,
hear a thing.
and especially with this. This one's interesting. Do they start thinking we've got to give me this?
Is FRZ?
There's so much going on. Yeah, FRZ not aware on this one. JGZ has to do a lot. Astra Smoke helps him out.
Finally, some utility to help. You also still have the late lurk from Ardeen. If they can buy enough time, there's a shot at this, but there's the lurk. Huge from net. RGL not able to pull it off.
Dude, the buzz in the crowd is going crazy on that. Nice read from G2, and this is a lot down to Leaf over towards A. You got so much info with it. They also had the kill trip.
We had a jet on
And maybe they overfought against an eco, you could argue.
All of G2 walking down mid, hearing the rotation while we're hitting
When will I play Valo? Dude, I played last month. You missed your chance.
I think overcooking here for MiBR, and that could come back to bite them in the behind, Doug.
Probably won't be playing until
Later
like
in this half.
end of the year.
Call him out again, because I think his contain through spawn really secured the round. Trent has been nuts in the face of everything that's gone on.
Good news for
He's
G2.
continued to
They got
answer the
three.
call.
Even last map,
They
sitting
got
at a
3 gun
42%
upgrades,
headshot
2
rate.
gun upgrades.
That's very, very high. This guy's
And
feeling it. He had
they
one
have
whiff
so many ults to make
the
this one
entire map,
doable.
is what it felt like. Now here we go.
Mid pit with the trip.
Yeah,
there,
man,
covering
my
the
favorite
spam.
trip on the
Trent
map.
once again.
That's a big kill from our team on the Leaf into this vent area.
This is
Have I
big
ever
too,
tried?
because
Nah,
not
but
only does
I
he get
probably
that kill,
need
but he
aim
gets
labs, man.
through. He's gotten past the pit.
This is so awkward.
That has been the trend for this map so far.
That's a great call out because now that allowed Net to rotate over. Net will be getting Trent's back here, so he feels safer in the ult. But that leaves B side completely open.
He knows as soon as there's noise made A, the flank is going to have to be coming in from mid. They know it too. Trent,
Huge.
again.
That was really good util to flush him out.
MiBR left
Oops.
scattering as they try to figure out where they want to go. They've lost contain. They've lost a little bit of control across the middle of the map.
I mean, he's doing it all right now.
And there's still some work to be done, but he's healthy.
Not backing down from this A heaven area is MiBR.
30 seconds left.
Yeah, and they cut
Wait for
down
that
a little
wall
bit,
to go
and that
up.
means that G2 players have to go back.
And you can see it on the map. G2 is so worried about T-spawn. CT spawn.
Oh my
Final
god,
might
that
just
guy
be
hit the
fallout,
ceiling.
But he drops the ult. It hits both. Mazine flash, 13 seconds left.
Yeah, give me this
G2
guy in
played this
sight.
beautifully, but they've
So
gotta
much
finish
going
it.
on.
They've
Guy
gotta
in
convert.
sight.
Net will fall. You're expecting the
Nicely
second
done
flank.
from
Is it gonna
Valen, got the
matter?
most important kill.
Down A.
We say this phrase a lot. That was a masterclass
Yeah.
from G2.
Yeah. And it all starts from Trent and Net towards that mid and B side of the map. Net
Oh,
putting in a
dunk,
trip
dude. He
to
went
help
so high.
Trent out. Gives him a free kill here. And just full support And this guy,
10 seconds.
Yeah, that ult to flash him into
just
this
did
was
so
really
many
cool.
things into this round. Gets a kill in mid, controls it afterwards, goes up the vent rope, mollies off, delaying time for MiBR.
Yeah, Trent's value these last couple of rounds, again, going back to Sunset, has been invaluable.
Huge. And look at this mid setup. It doesn't matter because MiBR is all towards A, but you see the ideas that G2's trying to cook with here. Those trap plays that Abdes was talking about.
The paranoia is out. Leaf does have his ult. There's only one player up in heaven. Wow!
Oh my god, it's
Massive
like a
from
double fadeaway. It's just about to go around the corner.
It's crispy from JZZ. Damn. Still a lot of work to do, though. No armor for the duelist.
Get him.
This is a very doable
Look at Trent.
Yeah, he's gone exploring.
2v4.
So much info.
JZZ may have slipped the net.
Bomb isn't moving at all, though. It's like Mazine, aware that Trent does like to get proactive in the mid round, but not in the right spot this time.
And maybe waiting for JZZ to confirm what's on the other side, and then that be the call to move. They've just cleared out spawn.
Look at how aware Trent is of this. He knows he's like,
Yeah, it's a lot up
Miss
to
my
Trent,
timing
but
in
he's
mid.
just going to
It
stay
could be
alive,
LP
hold on
now.
to the map control.
let me just maintain this B main control.
They are going to get a plant here.
30 seconds
Everybody
left.
on A.
They could...
Just set.
They could...
This is the right
so the
spot.
most common
be
thing
hidden
would be for this guy
for
to be playing
MiBR.
over towards here.
Yeah, but
So they
Trent's been
could
hidden
actually go
on the
close
other side.
flash,
Yeah.
get
And
info,
he's not
but they
gonna give them
probably
any
want to
fights
save the
here.
flash for some
He's
kind
just
of
gonna wait
play.
for his team to retake all this space.
Ooh.
Get some trades and spawn.
He's ahead of it. This could be bad. Are they expecting him here? One
Nice-
falls, that's
nice
all
trade.
it is. Great trade. Mazine going aggressive
Yeah,
on
and
Trent.
Trent played this very,
Trent
very well.
Again, almost single-handedly keeping G2 in this fight.
Right on cue. And it's just so smart and aware to just hold passive B main space after noise is being cut.
Yeah.
Can someone tell you what happened if MiBR 2-0 here? Sentinels
MiBR has
get a map
significantly better
against
chances of winning
G2,
the
they go
round.
through, if that happens.
And life again. It's been brought back into G2. And really, off of these trips that Net has been putting down. That's 2 rounds back to back. We've seen a trip kill.
Nice.
Let's Fallon with a couple of really impactful kills there too. The second, the spam through the smoke, probably the most valuable of the bunch.
Yeah.
As now it's MiBR who's starting to feel some of the pressure as the pendulum swings back.
And I understand what MiBR has been trying to do. You know, like setting up lurks, trying to finesse the defense. Because G2's comp
Navi
doesn't
Heretics?
have
Yeah,
much
but
info
honestly, both
other
of the
than
EMEA
their
games should be
bodies and
banging.
cam.
Yeah, there really is no like.
Really
don't have
confident.
scouts.
I'm at
Yeah,
the
some
venue for it
solid
as well.
info.
That should be sick.
So MiBR with a great game plan going into this comp. But now they need to realize, okay, we're getting punished on these trips. Maybe I need to start using Ray's utility on the chokes, not for the actual site, right? Make sure my Jet can actually get out. Make sure my Rays can actually get out.
It becomes a guessing game.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's very good from G2 right now, how they've been maneuvering around the Cypher trips. And yeah, Net's only sitting at 3 kills, but 6 assists.
On the
as a
29th,
Cypher.
yeah,
And
that sounds
you
about
mentioned
right.
it earlier,
Put
what?
in the work.
At least a trip kill. The last
When am I
3
flying
rounds,
out?
2
Not
rounds?
sure.
2 rounds for
one?
sure. Could be more.
Not sure. I need to double check that.
On the other side of timeout, Balon has his ult, Leaf does too. MiBR fully invested towards A for now. FRZ with a pit online.
Just walk there.
And
Yeah.
this is a new setup here from G2. Early rocket play,
Off of Paranoia.
thinking they have a read, but the protocols are in place. Cypher chips all over.
Can this trip get any kill on
I
site?
imagine here, yeah,
Nicely
if
done from
MiBR
that.
try to take the fight to G2, they'll take it, but they can wait some of this out. Jonah P
Damn.
used his fault line at the beginning of the round, so you're
Okay,
going to want to use that
Artson
for
can
the
definitely
retake.
win the rounds.
They're going to have to get through this pit,
Oh.
though. And there's some of the patience I was expecting.
Oh, he
Net
got him
gets
as he
in
went
his
into the
cam
cam. We
just
need to keep an eye on
wrong
the
time.
Astra. Yeah. This is
unfortunate
falling apart a
It's all
little bit for
falling apart
G2.
again, it seems.
Deep flash and a perfect swing from Trent.
This is so
Oh,
hard to
oh,
retake
relax yourself. You might as well just play in the
against
ult
this
now.
Viper's pit.
They have the util. They have the personnel. Jonah P just got his vault line back up.
Martin's rapping heaven.
Do you drop the pit here? To
Go
help them
one.
fight? Never mind. It doesn't matter.
Nicely done from Leaf here. Just lines him up.
Pull it out again.
Dude, I'm telling you, this ult back of
And
sight
Leaf
never
is seeing
wins.
things that we do
Never
not.
wins. Like when you do this
Simply.
ult, you just lose. It's just destined. destined to
Spams the
lose.
Viper.
You get no map control. They all get close, and they slowly like walk closer. And everyone's habit is to just cover, like, just hold the
I thought he
back
was gonna
wall.
get away with everything up in
Like,
heaven.
it just doesn't.
I really did.
It's just not good. What
Makes
all
you
would be
think
better,
maybe if
like
you would've played
map
the round a
control,
little bit
cover
slower,
one.
maybe played the
And then
bomb.
one person can cover this,
Could've had a different
and then
outcome.
everyone else can focus on the other
But I want
parts.
to point out,
This
Doug,
other one gives them too much
that,
space,
yeah,
and they
it
just
was a
start
set play towards
creeping
B.
on
A lot of
you.
utility was used from the likes of G2, Rocket, all that. But they already have the protocols for if MiBR is going to speed up onto that A site.
Yeah.
Let's go, Nate.
And Net there, holding it down. Again with value.
That was what, a 5v3 that they were able to pull back in the face of a pit, right back into the action. And again, it's pacey towards A. But
Yeah,
they've
let's
done
go
this
fast
before.
again
They've
over towards
gotten
the
this
site.
far, and then they throw
Got
the
one
brakes
kill
it. This
trip
time
on
they seem
site.
far more
Omen
intent.
TP's in to help his teammate.
Yeah, they're getting a read now that G2 has been playing retake A for these last, what, 3-4 rounds?
Remember here in the previous round, JZC
They're going to try
satcheled up
wrapping
in
to
heaven and
spawn
taking the fight
after.
to
I'm
G2
not
and
sure
he
these
got
guys in
punished.
heaven need to do anything.
Can he find success here?
They have really good positions right now.
Surely he gets cleared.
I mean, on the
JZC
other side
gets
of
a
that
kill, he
orb
gets
of
his ult.
5 members. He's ahead of the wall, though. Wall down.
Oh, I like
Wait,
this.
what is this?
Oh, I like this.
Do you expect
too
this
risky.
50? Yes, they do. He still gets one, gets away. Finally punished. Artzin's there to greet on the other side.
My gosh, FRC's just a little lurking vent here.
I mean, they have so many layers
Man,
to
he
this.
wanted to flame
He's
him.
got a lurk in there. Mazine
He
is
wanted
down
to
in
call him a
hell.
rat.
One enemy remaining.
It's just Net now.
Team A.
Wow.
Let's
And a
see them.
game of cat and mouse. To
That was a
close out
sick
the
round from them. I like this a lot. Also,
JZZ,
also respect doing
we gotta talk
the
about it,
same
man.
strat back to back.
What an aggressive angle. And he got heart cleared, but that stinger is so strong. The aim punch on it is what ultimately gets the kill for him.
And honestly, they didn't have a ton in that buy. Like that position, even if he just gets his one there, that's huge.
Great read from MiBR, understanding the win con. Understanding G2 loves to play retake on A. This time taking way more aggressive space into heaven with not just one person. Multiple different layers, as you said. FRZ and Vent as security.
Yeah, and with this, G2 are like, damn, we need to actually play over towards the site.
Now just
Pretty sure that's what MiBR
red
want,
wall.
because then now,
from MiBR.
when they take mid control, it creates
Off
more
in the hands
pressure
of
over
Leaf.
towards A.
And do
So they can potentially get an extra
are they
rotate
aware?
off of
That's the
B.
question. Is MiBR aware that there is an op in play? I'm sure they saw the money is there, but
Oh, they follow the dog up with the ult.
chance he's been able to have.
The dog paving the way. There it is.
Great trade from JZG.
Brent falls. Oh no, he had to know, but it happened so fast.
Damn,
so no way to expect
opened
the
it up.
challenge.
Oh no.
Yeah, and he was just
JZZ
not
with
aware of
3
the
on the
angle.
round.
Wasn't confident that he was up so far.
Dude, that's so tough. You strike at
Up
the
so
exact
close.
same time. Leaf can't react to that.
Dude, they are wrecking this 7.
Oh my gosh, just the
It
explosiveness.
is double
of
duelist.
JZZ
So
catching
it's normally
3
like
members
a
off
you
guard.
expect them to get more than the normal
And
comp.
once again, silence settles
this?
over the
7's a lot.
situation. Up and down the ropes they go.
Oh, you spawned.
They're trying to save.
Enemy remaining.
That's
You must
one
be like,
down.
wait, what? Were you not just there?
Fallon
Oh,
trying
you
to
got
punish
both
his
as well.
Oh my gosh. That's disastrous.
Last
And if you're
round
net
before
there,
the
you know,
switch.
you're like, man, didn't you just come up from vent? What happened?
Yeah,
How's
how'd
this
you
guy
get over here? Yep.
That's a tilter. There's nobody looking at JZZ here, though.
Well, they dogged to clear him up there, and then he rocketed out. It was just too much.
You saw it. Jonah P just a second too late to pick up heaven.
Last round of the half. Because they weren't able to carry those 2 weapons over, you have a lighter by, a Guardian, a Stinger, a Judge.
Great first blood.
But the Vandal's the one that works.
They know there's another here, Doug.
He's got to get out. And they're going to funnel him in.
Oh
to
man,
the
Judge though.
Does he have a flash? They're going to contact. They're going to contact! It's just one found.
I think he jumped the gun a little too early.
Yeah,
there.
and he kind of. I'm telling you there, if he
There's a
doesn't,
lot like that
if he
on
doesn't
that.
jump, it's a
just
double
tuck.
kill.
A little antsy, perhaps.
Potentially get 2, maybe even 3.
Jonah P's 1 away from having his ult online. He can convert it, get a kill all of a sudden.
This guy just jumped the trip on accident.
Equation changes.
Everything he's doing is right now.
They dropped the neural theft.
Omen flash,
4v3,
raised
but
nades.
MiBR
Jonah P,
sink
one
the
away
soil
from his
into the
ult.
sand. Mazine aware of the fact that there very well could be a lurk.
Mazine might
But if
get a
they
good
got the
timing.
timing
How
right,
patient is he?
This could be huge.
Great flash.
Trying to conceal the dog, not going to happen. Mazine on the flash, and there it is. The timing's big.
Yeah,
and
now it
Net
all-
is still concealed.
now
He's
it all
gonna get
goes
them
well.
both. JZZ cannot convert.
Still though, I
A
think
huge
7
response
is
from G2.
7 is absolutely
Clean
huge.
retake in life. Still in G2.
Big from them to keep this thing competitive.
Switching sides.
And honestly, this was him jumping the gun a little too early. That's kind of crazy, but clean retake. I honestly think this was actually a pretty decent half from G2.
Yeah, absolutely. Mind
Against
you,
double duelist, right?
it helped because you won a bunch of rounds at the end. You won your 5 rounds when you were down 0-7.
Yeah.
That's huge. But they've kept it competitive. They've stayed in this thing. A 7-5 half in favor of MiBR.
And they struggle on defense versus
And then you
Sentinel.
wonder here,
Yeah, a little
kind
bit.
of for G2, trend has been really
If they
big.
can get a
We'll see how
knockout
they do
early.
on the attack side. Ahead of play-ins, we spoke with G2's Leaf about MiBR and why he's taking this team very seriously.
I'm anticipating a lot of aggression. I think Brazil as a region just kind of has like very aggression-oriented like tactics and stuff like that. But they look a lot better than they did last year with their changes, and I also think that they're just a lot more confident too. They just came off their win, beating Cloud9 in the rematch. So I think it's just going to be a confidence game, and we didn't need to not make sure that we just get ran over. We need to just, you know, fight back ourselves.
Well, they fought back at the end of the half to keep it close, to get to 5, and to make the second half of this up for grabs. G2, if you win, I'll buy the bundle. They might hold you to that, whoever that was.
And being aware of their aggression is the name of the game here, especially on this attacking side. This double duelist comp, very hard to play on defense. You almost have to play aggressive with this comp because you don't have the utility that the other comps have. You don't have that Cypher as a Sentinel. You need to create the space and the plays to actually get a read on what's going on.
And that's what it's built for,
Yeah.
really. Even on defense, you're absolutely right.
Yeah. But G2's comp against this, you know, they have that fault line to stop early aggression or punish it even, right?
MiBR is out
So I think
mathematically.
this is where you're going to see
Yeah, that makes sense.
G2 try to get a master
Many
class
rounds.
of IGLing and trying to not die early to this Jet and Raze. But how much value can they get manipulating your rotations without solidified info?
That's going to be difficult to deal with.
If I'm at MiBR right now, I'm trying to abuse the solo Cypher because he's really the true only focal point of any type of visual info, right?
RGL tried going aggressive there. Caught by the fault line. Already starting to see some of those orbs funnel towards the Rolling Thunder for Jonah P.
Yeah, and they're able to make plays like that because of that fault line, because they're running the breach.
Yeah. It's free, really.
Yeah. And they even baited out an Astra smoke as well. That's huge. Only
G2.
1 star on B now.
And G2 cutting noise. There's a death ball that's creeping up in the middle.
Yeah,
of the
I
map
mean,
for
they're doing the same
MiBR.
pistol that
Of
G2
course
did.
Trent is ready.
Is the timing there?
He spotted one, but that was it.
They're still shifting it.
They've got to know that there's more, though. The first fall, Trent does it again. But Mazine on the counter, the flash in his face. The spam
I thought he was around the
there's
corner.
nowhere to go.
Gets stuck on the wall.
RGL and Ardzine, the two that remain on the round, and they're
Oh
separated.
man, he's
They're
not going to
divided.
expect this guy here.
And Classic will
Leave.
not do anything there.
Well, they go equal pistols.
Great round from G2. And an ever important one.
Seconds left.
And Leaf said it. Being ready for the aggression. Punishing it.
I mean, between what Leaf was saying, what you were saying about how the comp is built for stuff like that,
Yeah,
Back to back of
you
them.
guys kind of manifested the
Very
round.
nice.
that is the blueprint.
A good amount of
beating this
people that
double
actually
duelist
get the
comp.
kills as well here.
Let's see if MiBR pick up on that though.
Trent.
Gone here.
That's probably the best 3, I would say.
And that second kill from Trent,
Is massive.
that's a game changer right there.
Enemy.
I mean, shoot, and Trent has been that
Right with the 2-2. Yeah, we lucked out a little bit.
in a big way.
Nice. He's trying to go to Hogwarts.
Together, group together.
What?
Say Hogwarts?
Yeah, he was trying to take the train. He couldn't find it.
No buy from MiBR. Just pistols. And this time there wasn't an early fault line setup, so they decide to concede the orb, give it over to JZZ.
That's actually so sick. Because he was walking into the wall.
B-main aggression from MiBR allows Trent to find the gap in mid. Already creeping up in this vent area, but art scene leaning already. Little gamble here on this A site.
There are 3 here. Make that 4. JZZ hot to trot.
And it's tough because how do you know that MiBR is gambling when you don't have info? All you have is the cam and the Roomba, right?
Yeah, you don't.
So you could just run into stacks just like this.
Depending on the timing, Ardzine is tucked in the tiniest and rattiest of pockets behind that wall. But it goes down and he has to reposition. The satchel out from Leaf. They didn't clear him. Ardzine does fall.
2 back side.
2 more members back sight. Wow. Succumb to the pressure of the Vandal.
And who wants to get the plant here? Jonah P, 2 away from his ult.
This round is wraps. G2
Sorry,
is tied
3
us
away.
up.
Planted.
Yeah, Jonah P really wants
This
it.
one. 26 HP. It's all
Okay,
over
Jonah
P.
P now 2 away from his ult.
All guns
They
saved
did that
into
one
this
too.
round
Did I go to Hogwarts?
for
No.
G2. And honestly, MiBR had the right read, just not the right economy. Yeah, that's simple as that.
Yep.
And that's kind of scary going forward for the likes of G2 because, yeah, this worked very well. Had MiBR had invested into this round, like this could have been completely different, right?
And the bonus is looking.
But so the game
Looking
really
good.
begins. The half really begins. Guns on both sides.
Early B main control again.
There's that fault line. An attempt to get the orb.
1 away, so no matter what happens in this, he gets it for next round.
Aggression again.
Mid. Remember, they saw this last time, and you can see they're almost expecting it. No loss of short-term memory.
Now, does G2 use flash here?
What?
Doesn't need it.
Dude, those were the type of fights that MiBR was winning at the beginning of their half on attack.
Yeah.
And that bodes really well for G2 if they're able to continue to do that. What's the call from here?
Look at that. That 1 kill alone making the defenses of MiBR rotate towards that B. And they're not going to be here in time for this A hit.
Mazine is the only one here, and he is surrounded. Oh no. Oh, but they didn't check him. I thought they'd go up heaven. I thought they'd go up ramps. The Rolling Thunder's not going to connect. It doesn't hit anyone. They don't have heaven control.
Oh, Leaf can be so
30
deadly in this
seconds
heaven
Yeah,
spot.
that's true. You're right.
Oh, that was
Jonah P
nice.
flashed.
Smoked
Jonah P
himself
dropped.
off and then flash pop.
What's the timing for Leaf to go? There it is.
He's in the Matrix.
And they're continuing to push forward. The paranoia into spawn, but RGL, they're on the trade. Net's down in hell. Balin and Elbow. A 2v3 as the spike ticks away. Time is of the essence. Net finding a perfect time to
God play.
strike. RGL
Taking that back.
once again having to
Oh,
clutch something
God's
out
play.
this time.
Oh my.
No antics will get him through that. G2
Yeah,
take the lead.
and there goes the
smart
bonus.
from Net. Taking the aggressive peek there. He knows that if he stays tucked, he's only good for 1 at least.
Yeah.
Taking his timing, understanding that somebody's pushing up close, has to worry about sight. Takes the 1v1 against JZZ and takes his head clean off. Oh, sorry, it wasn't JZZ. Mazen, the
Yeah.
other Sky.
I think Leaf found a ton of value, and then
Yeah.
Net getting that 2, and then the 3rd up in heaven to secure the round. Back into it we go.
That's a big confidence round for Net there, who hasn't really been too hot, you know, throughout this series. Getting a nice 3K. Really nice shots, too.
Oh no! He got away with murder.
Oh, that is a gun. Do they insta-react
That's
over
big.
towards
That's an
B? It
upgraded
looks
weapon
like it.
for the
Viper
duelist.
has no
How did the cam
mollies.
not see him there?
Stinger? Hey, I'm worried
has no
about this
armor.
Stinger. I'm worried about this round in general.
Do you check RGL here? Oh dear, you don't. Somebody else does, right? They've gotten out, but it was just
Yeah.
him. And now they're gonna walk into the grinder! RGL! with massive kills,
Lovely.
and JZZ puts him away.
Lovely on
A
this.
thrifty round for MiBR.
Good
Oh, no.
good trigger discipline over towards
G2
here. This is
forced
RGL, right?
to commit to be there
RGL's having a very good
because of
series,
that death from net.
just in general. Both of them.
And I don't know what happened there. He tapped the cam. I guess Artscene found the most impeccable timing I've ever seen.
That's so tough, man. For as much as we've talked about how disciplined they are, G2 just not clearing RGL at the beginning of the round.
Yeah, the insta react there.
Two big mistakes there. Not clearing RGL, not clearing Artscene.
The instant react there doesn't really make
Thrifties are
the
so
best
brutal.
sense
Oh, we're
considering
back
where
like this.
and what
Leaf with
happened.
the ult. Off of the fault line, Mazine is dead.
That was a
They're
really
just trying to
nice play off
overwhelm.
progression.
He's gonna get ahead of the smoke. He's gonna land the shot with the up, dashing
Gotta
towards
get another.
safety. Looking for
Oh.
another, and it will not be found.
Damn,
Just
what
left.
the?
But FRZ
What
gifted
is
a kill
that,
through
though?
the spam, through the smoke.
They got Astra. Oh, Net
What
has
are these trades?
he can
Net
maybe.
gets the spike
Yeah,
down.
okay, there's one
The
next to him.
neural theft is huge.
Plus it was upper.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna
Yeah,
force
and
things
that
back.
that
MiBR
lets
adding
Leaf just take the
to
whole of
pause.
heaven control. It
Leaf
isn't a good plant
opportunistic
for him
with the
though,
timing fills in on the space
but he can
heaven.
at least swing off his
Not
teammate.
planted for heaven though. If they can make it into this elbow area,
Oh,
Can they? They know where one
Oh.
is. They're peeking and ping-ponging at just the right time. They know they have to bully and isolate one of the fights. They have to do something about this one. But he was there. They
Whoa.
really know that he was there, but he doesn't get anything. Net left alone.
oh, that
He
is.
can't convert.
Wait, that's costly.
a big mistake.
Big
He
mistake.
thought he killed him already. Oh no! Not like this. If you're G2.
2,400. They're setting it like 2,800,
They had it in the bag.
3,000.
Dude, and the fact that they didn't re-clear Leaf.
What is that kill from FRZ though?
Oh no,
he
he's just
thought he
aiming for
killed
the
him.
body.
He jumped the gun a little too early.
Did. And that tiniest of windows.
And small mistakes like that could be the difference in this series.
I think it very well may be. MiBR
Yeah,
is
that-
full
yeah,
guns.
it
They have a
actually
one-round
might be
lead.
as
G2
well.
broken. But again, we've seen thrifties.
They're
We've
close
seen
to
a
their
couple of them this
ults.
series.
That's the issue with
Just
this as
so
well.
brutal to lose,
Wall goes
Doug.
up over towards
Look at
A,
the
flash
ult
goes
economy for
in,
MiBR
doesn't
because
spot
of
anyone.
that.
Info on
If
this, they
you're GT, you
insta
have to
sight
move
here,
on.
but we are
You
playing
can't dwell on
retake.
that.
Got any good ults for sight? No, not really.
And with that, G2 inject a little bit of
Gotta
pace
keep an
into
eye on the
round.
lurk
It's
over
actually
towards
forward
middle.
from
It's a
Leaf,
safe
spike
plant, so they have to play on
planted
sight.
From Valen, and they've gotten a lot done so far. I mean, they can just step into their post plants. You see the utility being dropped.
Good smoke.
Early seekers here.
Valen gets out of there. Astra ult
That
doesn't
Cosmic
do
Light,
too much. It might speed the guy
be
towards
great.
middle up though.
Jonah P waiting on the other side.
Oh, they're full blind right now,
They
Doug.
can't see anything.
What is that? He still gets one.
Whoa.
Another thrifty? Can they pull it off?
Yeah, they have no idea about the
need
guy
this.
coming middle, so that's a kill.
It seems like they're gonna get it.
Nice.
Yes, they
That's an
will.
answer back.
We're
Well,
tied again.
Blow for blow on this map. We're back. Trent again. How does he get one there? He was full blind for a while. I think the Seekers connected onto him.
I love the injected pace out of a blunder of a situation like that, allowing them to get into that position. JZZ with his ult, FRZ has his too.
And look at the buy now. It's like they changed sides.
A little bit more formidable for MiBR than what G2 had in the previous round, but you're right.
just a lot into this.
The swing back and forth. Oh, Pid
Oh,
invested.
That's stun as well.
They're
He's been out of
threatening
this
this
for so
punish, but
long.
There's nothing
But
behind
this
it.
is now a
It's
huge
still
question
so
mark
hard
that
to
they could
punch
have
the
got
Viper.
towards
It is.
vents.
Viper could be anywhere. Could have fell back into vent, right?
Oh, and
Yeah,
you don't know if
and
anyone's helping cover.
Artsin
even
is
if
just
they've
about to
responded in
clear all
mail.
of this.
Exactly. Now, something that happened previously was RGL on that top spot. Oh no.
RGL boldly crossing, but they've got to know he's there. He's going to try to get away, and somehow he
11
does.
HP.
With 11 HP.
And are these
What are the
going to walk
reactions
out of their
now?
Viper's ult in middle?
They still have a lot of control across the middle of the map.
This is looking good for
Net
G2 right
finding the
now.
gap, calling his team back.
We have a flash and a
That is
dog from
massive.
Mazin. Hill comes in, that's perfect. And
Great
then he needs
calling
to
right
try to get
now.
info
Great
as fast as
mid-rounding
possible.
from net.
so they can get the rotate in. Yeah, there goes the dog.
Is he gonna get away with this by himself? I mean, if he plays his cards right, he's patient with the timing. That could be the difference maker.
Free sight, Planet for Heaven as well.
They should know that net can be anywhere in heaven. Oh, okay.
Net with so much to do. Good job finding just the right time to get out. Now
this is the bad of Viper. This is what I wanted to see from MiBR. Just one that covers over towards spawn. And then you can just hold one pause and everyone else can get
RGL is tucked into a corner.
Can get their areas.
Maybe a dash over sight.
I feel like timings have been everything these last couple of rounds. Where's the challenge? Where's the dare? He's gotten behind him, but they know he's there. Leaf with a massive kill. And time is run out at this point.
Yeah, it's just so much better.
Save here.
Yeah, MiBR can't afford
you can
to
just
do
trade
it.
as well.
Wow.
Like you have one position locked in.
These rounds have
You
been
can trade.
so
You can trade in
tense.
on trying to come behind in terms of running out as well. It's just so good.
That was such a massive round. A
Yeah,
massive
that really
lurk
was.
from
3
Net.
people saved their guns though, so 2 full loss bonus. They can get some sheriffs. Art's in maybe close to his ult. Yeah, it does have his ult. And we have Razor. Like honestly, this one's still just as impactful. Good news for G2 is they kept loads of people alive, so.
It seems like they were trying to insert RGL, but it was just a little late.
And G2 right now have a hard read on MiBR's aggression.
That was
Honestly,
cold.
most of the
Yeah,
rounds that
I think they
MiBR
just
has won
have
on this
the-
defense side has
I think they just have their
just
instant
holding
reactions
their
down.
ground.
Yeah.
Playing these
Like if
cheeky
they
corners,
lose
right?
or they
RGL,
create a
previous time
question
he had
mark,
Stinger,
they try and
was holding behind
gain
that
map
box on the
control
left.
elsewhere. Like this
time,
round
going
here, they
super wide
lost
into B main.
vent control and they
With no
reactively
info.
pushed over towards B main.
That's very risky.
And the guy in vents didn't.
get
I think
Kobe
we didn't
vibes
fully
out
see it,
of,
but I think the guy in
Josh there
vents
on that
didn't
replay.
clear like the top of vents, so I think the
Back
question mark
in
was
the
still there.
lead and job's not done. Job's not done. Not a smile, not a smirk, nothing.
Especially with these two teams, especially in this series.
Yeah.
And
It's
against
something that that was something that
MiBR,
Navi
like,
punished on that Liquid
they
game
just
as
never
well.
give up,
If
it
people
seems
watched
like.
that, whereas like we have this map control, and you just know the most common thing is to just take somewhere else on the map back, and they always just had someone waiting for it. And that was
On the
very
other
similar
side
to
of the
this round.
timeout, what do we have in store? The buy once again light for the defensive side. Artina's blades though. Talk about somebody who has been very, very impactful up until this map. It's been Artine. He's been quiet.
Yeah, he had that one really great moment with the op, but then proceeded to whiff on Jonah P on the reswing. Has to go Mo huge here for his team. But it's so tough as the Jet in this comp on this defense side to get value when teams are punishing aggression like this. So you kind of have to play these passive angles
Yeah, and they go
try to finesse
super
on the actual hit.
chill. And this is nice, man. They get one flash out of them, and they get the dog out of them, and we're 20 seconds in. Zin's used pretty much all of his util.
Passive
One
hold
extra
once
flash. They
again.
do set
Yeah,
one
I mean, they
upload.
know.
They know.
Yep.
Yeah. And it's like I said,
And
when you're
with
running this
that,
double
they're
duelist comp, you
confident they've
have to
set
make
one
these
up.
plays, you know, it's
And that they've heavy shifted
too many gaps on
over
the
towards
map,
B. So the
you can't
call
hold
is once the
everything at
camera
once
goes
on
down to
something like
group
this,
up and
right?
hit over towards A, because
And
we
that's
know
why the
max,
Cypher's so
there's going to be 2
strong.
people. Could be one heaven, or there could be one close.
Mazine and
Well,
Artine.
They're probably going to think like best case scenario is just
Flash
one.
getting
But
some
as we can see
info.
too,
You see Trent getting ready.
but someone should be on like at least one of these
Yeah,
angles. That's
I
why we
wonder.
flash heaven.
The paranoia.
And the
he's
double
gotta get
satchel
out.
as well. Zin gets away with this.
just running all over heaven right now.
I mean,
Rotate
they've
comes
managed
in. They
to
might have
take
missed their
a step back.
opportunity.
Oh, that's a great room though.
They got breach
Live
over
to
sight.
Another day, that Rolling Thunder again. Connecting a little
lovely.
bit and causing some disarray. RT not able to find any value with the blades. G2 find the perfect time to strike, and this might be
Razor
another
getting
save.
closer.
Finding themselves again.
They get 2-9 on top of this.
This is the G2 we know.
Yeah, and they save.
What a
Not letting it slip
response.
away this time.
Yeah, what a response, man.
And we're saving a Spectre. That's
Good
tough.
to see you, Doma.
That's tough.
You're always on these days. Always watching.
Clean rounds from G2.
Yeah, I think the one X factor there.
Tough run
could
from
have been Artine with his
yeah,
blades,
tough run
but
for MiBR.
They were just
You gotta-
ready for it.
You got to say though, the G2 did everything
Can
really
they close
good.
it out, Doug? That is
Like,
the
this
question
was
we can ask
textbook.
ourselves in a lot of these matches
Camera
that G2
camera
play.
gets shot.
Yep.
You know
It
most
seems like
likely someone's holding
they're always in
either
the
like this
driver's wheel,
position or
driver's
this
seat.
position in terms of just
And
one.
it just slips away from him
Omen
somehow.
flash for here, double satchel, ready to trade this person, wall up as well.
They've gotten to 11.
They need to close this map out.
They might have even stunned this. I'm not entirely sure. And then breach ult to hit over towards site.
Take us to Breeze. But much like Josh said, it's a best of one. Win the best of one, and then we'll solve what happens on the other side.
Exactly.
30 seconds left.
0-0.
Op for our team.
Leaf is having such a good game right now.
We've talked so much about Artine, how he has to hold passive angles as the Jet, because the comp really kind of lends itself to that. He's got it online.
I will note something. We haven't really seen Artsin on that B side of the map whatsoever. I feel like Jet, especially with an op, can be so oppressive in holding that entire lane down. That in itself gives a
Bit
bunch
of
value,
info
but
over
similar
towards me. Dude,
to FRZ,
I feel like Mazin
that
uses
area
a
allows
lot of
that.
his
Allows you to
util
stack certain
early.
sites when you get lines.
When does he
Back
use
deep.
Skydog?
MiBR have historically been incessant in controlling the middle of the
Omen
map. This
flash.
time they're trying to punish.
Oh, timing
FRZ
was a
with
little
great
bit off
spit
on
to keep
that.
him back. And the orb
Yeah,
in
and
the face
this,
of the
now
paranoia
this is much
stays
better.
alive.
Skydog on the info. Does it see
Finally,
too?
You're expecting all
Didn't
this
see the
pressure.
Omen. 3 people
Dash
now
just
here.
starts going
Raze
down.
has Raze nade and Raze ult.
Trying to draw a line in the sand and trying to keep them back. Mazine down low, Arumba, Net, both stay alive. JZZ gets another. MiBR
standing.
dismantle
Spike down.
G2 in this round.
Yeah,
A
this was
flawless
great
round.
from them. Really, really nice.
And you see it, right?
G2 got,
play
honestly,
the
that
passive
team
hold
flash might have
against
cost them a little bit.
G2's comp,
Because this
it
guy
allows
ate
them
the
to
Omen
potentially
flash.
run into a stack. They don't
And
have the info.
if
If you do
Leaf
not
doesn't
get
get blind
anything
there, it
early
might
on,
have been a different round. They
it
might have
can
called him
open
off,
up
might
a
have been overwhelmed.
insane site hold
Overwhelmed
like we just
over
saw.
towards site. But yeah, little margins on
Enemy
that.
remaining.
And sometimes-
Down B.
Some of the most oppressive rounds are rounds like this where you had all the utility for the hit and you just get shut down.
He had the Omen smoke heaven, so I don't actually think it would have gone down like that, but we don't really know.
Oh, he
You
dodged the
wanted to
flash.
be.
Oh,
Coming out though.
He's still got the op.
they spotted him. Oh, this guy's so wrecked.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Pinging, they know he's
Whoa.
there, and he still gets a shot on Leaf.
What a god.
Can he get a
Wait,
second? Last time
wait,
he got
how?
traded right away
How did he
by
make that
Joe
look
P.
so...
Is this the moment that he takes over the game? No, it seems like for now G2 are rotating away, but the timing on the dog is great.
Yeah, they get info that, but it's...
That's what I said. When you have that jet that controls that B line, it allows you to stack the other side of the map.
And the sixth
Looked
sense
so
from his
easy. Yeah, it looked
timing
incredibly
was
easy for
gorgeous.
him.
Constantly getting info here.
No more charges left.
Nice
Does the
little
guy
dribble.
Vents
Net has
take a
shot
risk?
Oh no.
That's a lot of info.
Yes,
relayed
he
that way.
does, and he gets a
JZZ strikes
perfect
at just
timing
right
off
time
it.
From the ropes. Dropping Net. RGL backside. Mazine, no utility, but he's close by to help.
Great stun.
Playing back in
The
pillar,
lovely
and
1-2
the
on
cross
this.
is beautiful, but there's one more close. Do they know that he's there? Yes, they do.
5 people alive as well. Money is... I mean, money's good for everyone. We got full money to do this from both sides. There might be a few on G2 if they lose this and not have it.
G2 and opens up the ability to have site setups. And this was insane.
Bro, it's so fast. Why does it look like
at
he's...
this.
Oh my. Sick.
I wouldn't want to re-hit on that guy either after hitting that crazy
He
shot.
dashed
You
so
rotate away
fast
from
after
that.
hitting the shot.
But even just the crossfire on site here, so
That was
beautiful.
pretty.
Such an intense moment on both sides. But momentum now in favor of MiBR. Back-to-back rounds with site holds. And honestly, barely losing numbers on both. Gives you a lot of confidence to close this out potentially.
And again, the questions about G2 and whether or not they can close out a map and put a team away when they need to.
Yeah.
It's tough. G2 calling their last time out.
And this is where you're seeing the solo initiated breach struggle.
Yeah.
Is if you don't pick the right spot, if you do not pick where the opera is, you can get
Evan?
supreme value because you have no other ways of getting info besides showing your body. It feels
Omen
like.
flash to go heaven. Pings on the floor to make sure it's good. And Viper.
Leaf has his ult. Net has
I mean,
his
they're
two.
going to get a lot of mid control. I
Only
want to
two
see what
really
this
in
guy... I
play
want to see how
potentially
this
for the
guy
rest of the
reacts
map.
over towards middle.
What an insane game.
Because it's going to be a late omen
It's
flash
not done.
into this guy
Keep
going
satchelating
heaven.
forward off of
And then that pulls the
flash to
Viper
try to catch
away.
somebody playing
And
ramps.
mid becomes weak, so they reactively push B and return to losing A heaven.
Needs
They
to
said
get
the
out of there
op up
fast.
over towards B
Otherwise that
main.
rocket might
But
be
he's in a
deadly.
Viper smoke, so he needs to go further than maybe
So
he
far
liked.
up.
Oh my god.
And there's no trip. There's no nothing.
Look at the info he has right now.
Ahead of everything. How patient is he?
I think Trent.
That's the
I'm not
question.
saying Trent
even
thinks
do
he's there,
anything.
but I think
No,
Trent
he just holds.
is
and
like
he's ahead of the lurk
aware
he just gets
that
so
they
much
have an
value.
op, and if the op
This is
pushed,
such
that
a-
he would be to
This
this
is such a
angle. Because
small
he
moment
did at
of
least do like a
anti-straddling that he has picked
deeper
up on, or
swing.
Somebody on his team told him, go past that Viper orb. Get that deep B line.
flash
Disrespect
goes
it.
middle, doesn't hit anyone, and they know most
talked
likely
about
because
it
they took
before,
mid
like,
that
MiBR
the sorry they
plays the
took A
win.
heaven that the Viper is either B
I think
heaven
they're also
or
starting
over
to
towards
key
A.
in on the fact that they try to play around Joan P's utility a lot. If it's not in the first
Guy
hit,
back
they
sight.
wait until the fall line comes back up, and then they go. And
Leaf got
goes.
another.
JZZ trading him back, though, satcheling
Oh,
away
and
from
a
the
nade
utility
still.
and staying
Oh, it's a
alive.
good nade.
Still has Nate too.
30
By
seconds.
so
Oh.
much time as JZZ takes over the round.
So sick, dude. So sick.
What a savage!
Trent with so much to do.
So little time.
10 seconds left.
Another nade.
The third of the round. Ace not found.
Wait.
Oh, time.
Swing. I don't know that he does. Does he?
He does.
Does he? Oh my gosh. He's gotten it to one. Trent, can he do
Oh.
it again? No!
My God, what is this game?
Such an important round.
What is this game?
He almost brought it back.
MiBR gets a series point.
Dude, JZZ. What was that?
Holy. And where did JZZ come from? Where did this
Oh
monster of a
my
player
God.
get the confidence to do this? It's such an important round, 11-11. So clutch.
And again, our team, the guy who we mentioned has been quiet, stepping up when his team needs him to the most. Yeah, bro, same. But remember, no timeouts. There's no time to think this
Yeah,
over. Talk
they
it
want to go
through.
fast heaven again with this one,
The
because it
action
does
continues. The paranoia
pull them
sleep
away
takes
from
space.
vents. Their
And up
reactions
in
to
the hands of
push down
Mazine
middle, I mean,
and
they're so ready for this.
Artine. FRT's so close, he spotted the hand. The flash is there, he still gets one. Now neural theft invested.
Jesus,
almost
that shot
connected.
was
Yes,
close.
it did. And you imagine that Cypher ult's gonna throw a break on things for just a moment. But Leaf not getting hit
Oh.
by the flash. He got ahead of the cage. I don't think they expect him here. Leaf's position
No
to win the
dash.
round.
Lunatic.
Our team will
Oh
be
my
up.
God.
Ah, that was close too. Dude, Leaf's
Dude,
timing
Leaf,
might win this
Leaf
round.
has great timing. They're not even looking heaven
Leaf
right
with
now.
So much to
Oh
do
God,
in
this
the
guy under
element.
hell.
Surprised when he didn't see him.
No way!
JZZ drops him.
You gonna go up top?
And he's still going!
G2.
What the? Well, I guess he saw him.
RT down to 2 HP.
Dude, look at the over rotate. RGL left A, and he doesn't want to take
So
the
much
risk of
pressure
running
right
back
now
here because they
on
could have taken
G2.
a timing, so they actually get
This
over
could
towards
be
site
it.
for free.
30 seconds
Again,
left.
the implications of this are massive. They've got to pull this off.
Oh, it's so doable.
They
if you're
have the
G2,
sight.
I mean, if you're G2 and you lose this, you got to beat Sentinels.
On for heaven.
This is one that on paper they were supposed to win. They were supposed to get away with this one.
They're so far away.
But now all expectations are thrown aside. All that matters is this round.
Does he have
is
another
this
star?
moment.
Or not? No, they have
G2
no
down
vision
in
block.
numbers, but they have the
Oh,
advantage
so
of
someone's
the
gonna
spike
hold heaven
planted.
the whole time.
There's still so much utility on the side of MiBR, though. You see the stars littering across the site. Net alone, and he's gonna get overwhelmed. There are 3 on the other side. Can he hold? No. Not
They
able to
duel.
hold back on the
I mean, they
transfer,
got
but it's a
heaven.
2v2. Our
No way we're
team,
sticking this.
has gotten it
Oh, he
to half.
misses?
That's a big job done. Can Mazine do
One
it?
enemy remaining.
Time
Big
running
1v1
very,
half.
very low.
He's got to go. Can Trent be the hero again? He's gonna stick it. Oh my God, not like this!
Nicely
Oh,
done.
we're gonna play another round.
Nicely done. Yeah, a little bit of an over rotate there, and then didn't want to take the risk of trying to get back there.
Closing the half out. Couldn't do it previously.
I guess the numbers weren't properly called in terms of seeing them. I mean, they didn't commit over towards B main, to be fair.
This is such a crazy game.
Holy smokes.
So much on the line for G2 here.
That was uncomfortably close. But again, a stoic reaction from Trent. Boy, that kid's been good, man.
We have been blessed with such a banger of a map. Who would have thought Split would be so entertaining?
And
Why
the
not
show
Astra take the
continues.
risk? It's just like you don't want to
Again,
lose,
for
yeah.
G2 though,
You don't want to
it's
lose your
gotta be more than
team
this. If
the
you wanna
rounds
extend
by
the
like
series, if you wanna
running
get to Breeze, you've
running
gotta
back
put
and there's either a
MiBR
guy
away here.
here or here. You want
First
to just
round of
try and play
18.
the numbers. It is kind
Time
of
for
what you're meant to
Utility
do, but the
littering
fact
A.
is that the over rotate happened in the first place.
This is nothing new from G2.
Like it wasn't too bad in terms of what it
No,
was
but
holding.
I will say this, remember what it was.
It was like the
that
initial,
MiBR was
the
able to use
initial
to find success on their attack half. It was the double
leaving it
duelists,
was probably the issue.
dashes, it was the satchels, it was the uptraps, it was the overwhelming presence
Because
and
like
pressure
going
that
back
they were
here
able
and trying to clear
apply.
all these angles on your own, you're gonna
And such a drastic difference,
lose,
40
and there's
seconds
no one
into
to
the round,
trade you.
Silence.
So you're just trying to play the numbers.
Sticking to this
It was more just the initial decision to get out of there.
A couple rounds before.
Jonah PS fault line.
Yep.
Off of the contact. You're right, that trap mid could be the difference maker.
They've tried running this all game, really, and the opportunity never arose. But in OT moments like this is when these plays come to fruition.
There's the threat.
The stun.
There's the stun. There's the swing.
Wow.
They're gonna push over
Almost
towards
deadly
A site.
exchange. But here
Extra
comes
trip.
the contact in A.
Oh,
Great
that's
IGLing
nice.
from Azim.
Smoke mid, site
And
clear.
I think a familiar set of
Do they
positioning
try and
those
go for a
trips.
heaven
They need
plant?
to plant for heaven here.
They do. Does anyone spam?
For
There it
heaven?
comes.
No.
It is
Good
plant
plant.
for heaven.
I mean, there's so much of G2 up there at this point.
Is RGL gonna wrap all the way back around? Don't think he has the time to.
No, he's gonna have to go through ramps if he wants to do it that way.
These site kills are so important for G2. They have to
Hard
kill these
retake
players on
again.
site
Mizin, if he gets a
cleanly.
kill, he has his oh.
5v5 retake at this
Ooh.
point continues to be an issue.
Oh,
G2
oh, oh. And
finding some
Trent
space.
right
And look
now.
at Trent. Now we have to consider the
Yeah,
reflank up
Astra
heaven.
Suck comes in. They
Valen
can't get
not able
half.
to get it to half.
So much on Trent here.
Imagine it was
Oh.
RGL's utility. Trent down. How much more do they
Spam.
have? FRZ up in heaven. Is he gonna hold it? No.
FRZ!
Nicely done, man.
Clutch!
Did FLZ win the kill on Heaven as well?
So close.
Switching sides. Match point.
None of that possible if FRZ doesn't best Trent in that heaven fight.
And G2 once again find themselves.
Yeah,
with
everyone gets a
backs
new
against the
timeout in
ropes.
overtime.
And it's moments like these where Trent doesn't need to play that aggressive in that spot. He knows they're coming from heaven. He knows it's planted for there. He needs to just tuck for as long as he can, get free kills, shoot him in the back. But that's what pressure does in these situations. Lack of judgment. Such a small positioning error.
They didn't get
Allowing
half. The
MiBR to control
Astra
all of
Suck
heaven.
came in at a good time.
And now a timeout.
Like off the original tap.
Nice to give you all at home and here in the arena a chance to catch your breaths. MiBR in a position that I think some may have expected, but many didn't.
Yeah, especially after the last series. I don't think anybody honestly thought they were gonna win.
Yeah.
I think everybody here ruled them out, losing in such a brutal fashion. And now I want to see if MiBR makes an adaptation in this OT to deny a ramp control from Leaf, because he's been satcheling there for the last like 4 or 5 rounds.
Yeah, it was very free.
And I think they kind of already set up for it. Usually when you see the rays in the sky towards this heaven area, you do a reclear. But G2 wise not to make that same mistake.
Or to just show a different look.
Yeah, show a different look, I should say.
And an op in the hands of Barzine.
No amount of prep.
No.
That's just instinct. Flow state.
FRZ tucked on the other side. RGL there to help, remember. He got the over. Jonah P on the trade. RGL gets away. But they continue to trample towards B. Net's going to be
This
on a late
AWP
lurk.
needs to move
They can
into
make some
heaven. He's
misnoids.
going to get shot in the
They may
side.
flip the map and go back.
Needs to
That's
move
what
into
they
B
do, but the
main.
rotations
Even.
are not coming out from MiBR. JZZ has not moved.
If Mazin makes noise here, it could be disastrous.
While all this was going on, by the way, they dogged over
Very
towards
smart.
A, net hard it,
Freeze in the round.
so he probably
A smoke to
knows that
suggest a
someone's
hit B
holding
in the
this
fault line.
close.
All fake.
But you're
Fake
right.
over towards
It's
B,
all the other way.
and
Jeez,
MiBR
you
this
saw
time
him
are
use
just
your
like
fork.
we are not over
Can he do it
rotating.
again?
They double up on
Trying to
site.
do
So hard to replicate
35
those
seconds on
moments.
this.
But he's going to have to, trying to dig his heels into
Guys
the
on site need to do a lot. They
See the
have
Roomba
nade.
that's
He might
on
not feel
second
comfortable
smoke.
to use it.
They could go back here. There's not a ton of time. But
Sky
Jordan P's
Flash
still up in
also.
B heaven.
Oh, they
They
fake and
are.
they go B.
They're going to go back.
Yeah,
look at
and
where
Jet's
RGL
gonna hear
is
this.
again.
Does he run into?
A G2 should be aware of this.
Oh, you're ahead of it. Oh, he's ahead of it. Jonah P falls.
Oh my
They've got to go now.
Does this guy try and hero play, or does
Remember, it
he
was RGL who
stay in
opened
B
the
main?
round. Getting the
Oh my
best
God.
of Trent.
Does he get him off bomb?
Oh no, okay. He's trying to make it sure. He's trying to make sure that it was more open though.
But I think his positioning is far more valuable right now.
Good
Spotting
info
the
from him.
first, giving the space
Dude,
up.
I mean, he
and
could
you're
have
right,
he could have
Net in a
actually done it
position
into
to
the
play
open. I don't
spoiler.
think he fully knew where the plant
Oh my
was.
gosh, this is so intense.
Ardzine with the op. The tension builds.
So passive in this heaven, holding for the lurk.
The moment massive, and Valen answers the call. RGL a 1v3.
Oh my god.
RGL gets one. How much more can he find? A satchel at his feet, 31 HP.
It's
You're
not
right,
planted
it's
for the
not.
guy heaven. His time is so low
There's
though.
a timing here if
It's
he
done.
can pull this off. And no, we
Well,
go
this is
again.
another 4v3 retake.
Post-plant win.
Yeah, another one.
Switching sides.
Oh my gosh, I can't handle this. I can't handle this right now.
I mean, come on.
That kill from Jonah P was so fortunate.
These teams are so well matched up. If you think about how the round just went down, it was kill traded each way. Back and forth.
Odds in
Nobody
being
with an
like, can
advantage
I
until
buy an
Valen
attack
shows
op?
up.
I think was that
And
potentially
so we
late
go
buy in
again.
this.
MiBR on attack. Not aggressive. Not
He
pacey.
wants to go for
At
it.
least not
Pick
yet.
here.
And now note where that SAR is up in mail. That's
Well, he hears
often
him jump
indicative
spotting.
of a satchel up and maybe
Unless
a
he's doing
stun
the
or something
silent.
like that, but not this time. Not yet.
No, I think he hears him.
And
I think
all
he's calling
signs
his
right
team
now for
over.
MiBR
I think they know
have
exactly
been
where
led
they are
towards
on
A,
B.
right? Usually when
Breach still has a stun,
Star
maybe?
male, you're leaning towards vent, right? They
Race
flashed into
not
A
in a
ramp early
position
round. You
yet
have
to
the A
nade.
wall
They
there.
might be able to get over towards site. And this dog,
Everything they've shown has been towards A, but it's a B hit, and they catch Trent out.
But it traded back?
Did he just breach see him off the
yeah,
ball?
I think
dude,
so.
he was sky
Double
dogging.
duelist was
Wait,
neutered for
what? Wait, he's
just
out
a
in the
moment,
open. How
but-
did he actually
seen this
die from
before.
that?
JZZ creeping forward. RGL getting the spike down. Numbers towards
I think he did it where the sky dog was, and he tried to jump out the way.
Everything.
Should be a hard clear from
Do they
Valen.
have anything to cover?
Beautiful.
You're right. Oh, and they get a second.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he had him sky
All up to
dogging.
RGL, the
1v4.
clutch Meister.
He knew exactly where he was.
In a 1v4 though.
This
He's
too
still
much.
healthy, and he's in a position. This is a one and done. If he pulls it
Nicely
off,
done
that's
from
all it
that.
is.
Can't be trading that one.
G2 in the driver's seat
Yeah,
now.
big time.
Is that? No, it's not the first time all
So-
game.
so
but
he
it's
was
been a while
here.
since they've had the lead.
And I see the
But
def
they-
here,
they've
but what
been
I
on the back
imagine
foot
is he
for a
did the
long time.
damage like this,
Unreal,
and then he tried to jump out of the way of it.
Switching sides. Match point.
Don't know if
we're
we're gonna
gonna
get a
get another
replay. Oh,
moment.
maybe.
To think things over.
I mean, getting
MiBR
that kill was huge.
Yeah. MiBR calling
Feel
a
like
timeout.
the
The
kill
discipline
in mid
from
is
Valen there.
huge.
You mentioned it. It had to be a hard clear, and that's exactly what it was. Valen's just gone ballistic these last couple of rounds.
Wow. What is MiBR going to be cooking up? Because I have no idea. Maybe a faster retake this time. Maybe don't set up this time.
Long day, about to get longer.
And this
yeah,
is where you really
I
see
mean,
a lot of the value of
nothing
the
will compare to
tandem that is
yesterday,
your
man.
IGL
Yesterday
and
was
your
really
coach.
long.
Yeah.
Because you've
Today
shown
I
a
feel
lot at
great
this
at the
point,
moment.
right? You've danced a couple of these rounds. There's
How deep can you go?
exactly how deep does that playbook go? You're absolutely right.
G2 has been a team for a very long time, so they have a very deep strat book for sure. They could even bring out something that they've done 2 years ago
Yeah.
if they wanted to.
Do they buy an op?
I was wondering the same thing. He's wondering the same thing.
I think that's a big question,
I
and he
think he's
does.
been getting great value for it, so I
Yeah, I think he
agree with
wanted
this
to buy it on attack. I really
I've
do.
noticed he seems to only get one.
Yeah. And it's often a big one, but you're right. You want a little bit more value there.
He needs to try to chain these kills together.
He was
Maybe
there for
change
the
positioning after he takes the first shot.
aftershock.
Go
Cool.
to the other site. Be there
Nicely
for the
done from
actual
Jonah
hit
P.
when it actually comes through.
Can G2 weather this war of attrition and take us to Breeze?
Instant boom
potentially
more over
much
towards
calmer
middle,
waters.
instant cage over towards A,
So
and
far,
then
Doug,
straight
being
away
right
a group
side
up
of
over
it.
towards B.
No
Skydog
razors,
goes
no
in,
Viper utility
only sees Trent, and Trent's been here. They
Cannot
made sure
hold
that
this
it's
hit.
always the person that they see,
0%
that they
chance.
know this defaults over towards
And they
B.
have the info that Sky's here. And if I'm G2,
Keep an
I'm
eye on
like,
this mid
that's kinda
push. They get
fishy.
the op set up.
Why is Sky on B?
Oh, they might have
Our team has been
done
implanted
this.
mid.
They read right
They
in.
get over towards the site. Yeah, they get the fast kill.
Leaf gets the best
Looking
of them.
really
There's
good.
a potential for a flank, but do you go?
Leaf
Do you
gets
go
the
with an
first
op?
kill, gets dropped
Trips.
the orb.
No, they rotate back. Decide
Drop
that
the
they want
orb,
to take
gets
this
dropped the spike.
through heaven, or at least attempt to. Start to see some of the nades come through.
Leaf is feeling it.
Trent setting up some of that utility. Jonah P primed and ready for the flash. They have three sitting backside.
And no raise nade anymore. And Jonah P's alive on default. This is so good for G2.
Can they get it over the line, though? Net's timing could be everything. JZZ with two. There's the ult for Leaf. Oh, 5 HP.
Yeah, it's done.
I don't think FRC
Oh
can do
yeah,
this.
we get to a third map. They had to fight. That's an absolute scrap for it.
What a comeback
What a sick map.
from G2. I had questions. Can they close it out?